Welcome to Prodigal Pieces. I'm Larissa, content creator for this blog. I've been doing this for about 12, 13 years now. I'm just wanting to share something with you that would be super simple that anybody can do. Makes a great housewarming or just a weekend project with the gals, your kids, taking some scrap wood and just turning into something functional. This is your basic, what is called a 2x4, but if you actually measure it, it's not accurate due to measurements within the store, but just sanding them down using this tannin aging stain. This is non-toxic, great stuff that you don't have to worry about too much getting it on you, but it ages the wood right before your eyes. Before I get started too much more, I want to invite you to sign up for my free email newsletter. It comes to you with no strings attached, and you can subscribe as often as you like, and there's also an option there to unsubscribe if you don't like it. But the goal is to join my family, which is my blogging community here, and actually my kids and I, just on our adventures. And you can sign up within the blog post, at the top of the blog, the bottom of the blog, pretty much anywhere you want. And back to this project, just giving it a stain coat, and then we'll move on to some other fun with these discs that I found in my scrap wood stash. I actually had made 2 dollhouses for 2 of my daughters. I have 4, and I quit after the second because I felt like I was creating a burden for my kids to have to take care of. These monstrous things are in my basement until they get older and move out. But anyway, use these wood discs to make tables and different furniture pieces for dollhouse. I had them left over. Now this is a paint that I recently mixed up in the one container, and the other 2 are just your basic acrylic craft paints. You can see how I mix my paints and do different things in other blog posts. But doing a basic wash coat, just a real simple coat, because I want that stain to kind of peek through and age, make the wood look aged, in 3 different colors in a muted tone. You can pick any color you want. You can do this for any decor you want. You can go bright and bold, and the sky's the limit with something like this. You don't even have to stain straight off. You could stain only, or stain in a different color and do bold colors. Really, just feel free to have fun with it. For this part of the process, I have some dollar store transfers and stencil that I've used in a couple of my projects past. You can see again within my blog post. And basic materials here. You can see I have some tools that you could use. A kitchen knife, this is spackling that you use to fill holes on your walls. You can use that, or topping joint compound. There's other, clays and things that you can use. I'm basically just going to take my putty knife here, spread some in evenly, and pull up the stencil. And I've used this again in furniture decoration, so on. This technique is so handy and fun to create an embossed look. You can wax it, paint it. Really wonderful trick to use to dress something up really easy. And then these transfers, I'm going to cut out a few, put them on the block, and layer the stencil on top of it to give it texture to peel as well. Again, you could do anything you want with this. Put on photos, you could do hand-painted designs, you can do beads. Really, you could go crazy with it. For this part, I'm taking a pop can. Yes, I say pop because soda has ice cream in it. I worked in a soda shop. Just saying. Anyway, We don't drink pop in our house or this kind of stuff, so I had to dig through somebody's trash to get this. But I'm cutting the can up so that I can make a tea light holder for the top of these blocks. Again, you don't need to make a tea light holder. You could stop there. You could add something else. The idea is just to inspire you to have some fun creating your own home decor. I snip off the bottom there and turn it over, and then I'm going to use glue to attach it to the wood discs. I use the E6000 because that's a really strong sealant that even works within water. Use it for many, many things. You could use hot glue. I just didn't want it to pop off with something dangerous, if you will, like the tea light catching something on fire with the flame. So I suggest some sort of glue like this, and I probably would avoid the hot glue at this point. I'm lighting these candles in honor of the old me versus the new me. I have learned so much in the last couple of years that has really brought me through a process, I will call it. It's painful and positive at the same time, but trusting God in this and knowing that He will bring about the best. What I did to change up this little block in the middle that's wash and dry that would, lend to the kitchen, the bath, laundry. I wanted to make it more versatile, so I added a little bit to the back to just know that we can do all things with love. Larissa at Prodigal Pieces invite you again to sign up for my free newsletter. See you next time.